Many of you might wonder, what does NASA have anything to do with global warming? Well, it has everything to do with it. NASA, short for National Aeronautics and Space Administration, is like the driving force whoever will make it through the disastrous outcome of extinction. The concept of NASA is basically to improve our knowledge of our world and other worlds in order to tackle the many problems of global instability and the mission to colonize outer space to provide a future for life. There's a common belief that what NASA is doing is nonsense, is consuming too much money, but in fact, it's actually beneficial for our future. In fact, according to useeconomyabout.com, it states that NASA contributes about $180 billion to the economy in 2005, 60% of which comes from commercial goods they created, like water purification systems and light therapy to treat cancer. Sadly, they only get about $18 billion from our tax money. Comparing that amount of money to other government spendings, it is only a pebble size. With even NASA currently underfunded, we are still feeling the impact of what NASA is doing for us. This MAN program gives us the many advanced technologies we see today, like GPS, Google Map, and inspires many people to see what's out there in the universe. So what's next on NASA's missions? Well, that is space colonization. Most people believe that sending people to Mars and building a city on the moon is an impossible mission, but we are capable of this ability. To understand this even further, look at the Kardashev scale, which looks at the types of civilizations that are capable of doing much more than others. It is a very complex topic to understand, so to generalize it, let's say there is type 0, 1, 2, 3 civilization. And if you know these 4 examples, you should know what each type of civilization means. If you don't, just follow this ingenious formula: k equals log 10 of p minus 6 over 10, where k is the scale of a society and p is the amount of power a society produces annually. So if you apply this to the formula, so the power we use annually is 15 terawatts, you get about 0.717. Now this is important to understand, because this piece of information, people must know that we have enough advancement in technology that by the next 100 or 200 years, we can advance frontiers in space and solve our environmental problems. If the government cares enough to invest the money to programs like NASA to explore the unknowns and envision much more efficient ways to generate energy than current technology. Another misconception people have about NASA is that its mission is extremely expensive. Well, let's say we sent 100 people to the moon to live there for, let's say, a year. That would cost $15 billion for shipping the 300,000 pounds of equipment, food, and people. Now let's say that the small colony creates a base that mimics nature and recycles its materials. That would probably take up, let's say, another $30 billion for additional equipment and the upkeep of the base. So only $40 billion for federal funds goes into a mission that would have many benefits to us. It may seem less important and more expensive than a $300 billion base in Iraq. It's incomprehensible compared to the many things the federal government pays on. Things like interest and debt, defense, social security, employment, welfare, and Medicare. So the next time you look up in the night sky, thank NASA for what it has done for us. Thank you.